Hey everybody, Jaspinko here with the penultimate challenges of GeoFrauds Season 8. Before we dig into today's GeoGuessr challenges, let's sneak a quick peek at the leaderboard to see where I currently rank amongst my competitors. In last week's challenges, we explored a varied world, and I got one of my worst ever scores in a GeoFrauds challenge. That slip-up dropped me to an overall position of 12th place in the league. If I do well relative to Potato and Aardvark, I could potentially climb back up to 10th place this week. As always, we'll start off by playing a practice challenge together on the same map as the league challenge. You can find this week's practice challenge link in the video description in case you'd like to play along with me. Now let's go make some good guesses. This week's map is IntersectionGuessr. We'll have 90 seconds per round to make our guesses without being able to move away from the starting position. As the name implies, every location in this map is found at an intersection of two roads, which should make things a bit more pinpointable than usual. Let's see if we can pinpoint round number 1. Alright, it looks like we're driving on the right side of the road. We have some concrete slab roads. Lot for sale, so we got some English as well. I'm thinking Philippines on this one. Yeah, and that plate is definitely a Philippines plate as well. So Philippines is a blind spot for me as far as region guessing goes. Most countries are, if we're being honest. I'm not sure where to throw this within Philippines. I don't know, we could try throwing it in the middle. Throwing it in the middle. That's always worked, right? Something I should note here is that I don't see the intersection. Is this supposed to be the intersection? That's a little far away. Also, hi doggy. Hi doggy. How are you doing today? The dog is there to point out where the intersection is, perhaps. But otherwise, I don't see another road crossing where we are. Small mistake, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna send my guess here in the middle of the Philippines because I don't know the regions well enough to make a more educated guess. That was actually a really lucky hedge then. Wow, 45-46, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can do at least that good in round number 2. Slachtwegdek. Interesting. Is this Dutch, perhaps? Oh, well, there is a bike path, so that is Dutch, as well as this yellow license plate. All right, so we're in the Netherlands somewhere. Can we get more specific? I don't really know how to get more specific than that. The dirt might be kind of sandy. That might be the case everywhere, though. It's all very close to sea level. It's famously close to sea level everywhere. You know, going Central Philippines didn't let me down. That was actually a good call. So maybe going Central Netherlands is the way to go. Let's try it out. No, oh my gosh, we were about as far from the center of the Netherlands as you could get. In this little pocket down here. Wow. Oh man, well, at least I got the country right. And since it's a small enough country, I actually did better than that middle Philippines hedge. Cool. Let's see where we end up in round 3. Ooh, somewhere a lot drier than the Netherlands. And the sun is in the north, so we are going to be in the southern hemisphere. I'm thinking maybe Botswana on this one. Why am I thinking Botswana? Is the white car maybe? That feels Botswana to me. Anyway, there aren't that many roads that have coverage in Botswana, so let's just look for one that matches this angle. I mean, this angle kind of works. Maybe we're in Mogome. I think we're on this stretch of A1. Yeah, I'm gonna send it there. I'm delaying the inevitable. It was Botswana, let's go. It just felt like it. I couldn't put it into words. But we were very much not on Route A1. We were hugging the border with South Africa down here on A20. Well, cool. So far, the country streak is alive and well at 3 out of 3. Let's see if we can streak in round 4. No, let's see if we can keep the streak alive in round 4. Okay, very cool stuff. Oh, hello, pretty location. Yes, please. Rieswegen. And does that say 82? It might be Highway 82. I mean, I think we're in Norway, first of all. It's totally got the Scandinavian feel. We got all these mountains. Are we near Trondheim? Is that too far north? Is it not far enough? I really don't know what latitude to go with here, but I'm gonna send it in pretty far north Norway and hope for the best. Okay, I'm glad I did move my pin further north. than I initially had it. It was even further north. Well, the country streak is alive and well at 4 out of 4. Do you think we can get 5 out of 5? Let's find out. Oh, easily. Easily. Okay, this is Mongolia. We got the Mongolia car. You only find this car in Mongolia. And it seems like a pretty big place. I need to study Mongolia because there isn't all that much coverage. And you could probably just memorize what each different city looks like that has coverage. So let's zoom in. Let's throw a pin in Ulaanbaatar just in case. I don't know. This might not be a big enough city. Do the mountains match up? Where are the mountains? They're mostly to our northwest, southeast. Not so much to the northeast. All right, 30 seconds left. Let's look for a city that matches that. Well, I don't know how to region guess Mongolia yet, but I know it's Mongolia. And so we ended up getting the country streak 5 out of 5 today. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for GeoFrauds. And a very good overall score of 21,539 points. I would not be embarrassed to go into the league challenge with a score like that. Now that I've warmed up, I'm ready to face the challenge that really counts. Just like in the practice game, I'll have 90 seconds per round to pinpoint these intersections. As excited as I am about the pinpointability of these locations, it also makes it a lot harder to do better than my competition, so we'll see what happens here in round 1. Let's see here. Somewhere pretty dusty. The sun is in the northern half of the sky, so we're going to be in the southern hemisphere. No entry, security. I believe this would just be South Africa. And it's going to be more in the western or interior part of the country than near the coast because it is kind of dry looking. But without any other good concrete signs, and this is all I'm really going off of, I'm not sure where to put it. Yeah, it's never Australia, right? Yeah, no, I'm just going to send it here in kind of central South Africa and hope for the best. All right, I am glad I moved it from a little further west down over to Kimberley. That was a good call. We were near Klerksdorp. You know what? Maybe we can keep the country streak alive in this game too. We got 5 out of 5 in the practice game, so now this is 6. Let's see if the count can get up to 7 here in round 2. This might be a tough call for that. The sun is to the south as expected. This feels European for sure. Glazewing Limited. Ooh, I don't know my international phone codes. That would probably be very helpful right now. I mean, my initial thought was that this was just like France, but could it also ever be UK? Man, this hedgerow is making me feel like UK, but otherwise, except for the hedgerow, I'm feeling more France on this one. Do they have limited, like, is that a company type in France though? LTD. Let's go Northern France, just in case it is UK. Darn. Okay, so the hedgerows were the clue to go with. The country streak has died here. Rest in peace. It was a good run. I think we'll still get a good score this game. Let's make up for this in round 3. All right, we got some curly writing and a big C. Wait, now is it mini or is it big? Mini, big C. Do they cancel each other out? Is this just a C? Not sure how this math works out. Now, we're driving on the left side of the road. So it's not Cambodia. I don't know that this is Thai, though. This might be like Laos. Not a country you see too often in GeoGuessr. How about the landscape? There are mountains to the east? Does that make sense? Mountains to the east. Not really, not for this city at least, but I'd be happy to even get the country right on this one. Maybe send it a little further north then. Was it Laos? No, it was Thai. Why didn't I even bother looking at the Thai writing? That's such obvious Thai writing. What are you doing, Jasp? Man, I did too well in the practice game, so my confidence has gotten out ahead of me and I'm making silly mistakes. Oh well, let's try to make up for this in round 4. Okay, we're driving on the left. This is good, that's a giveaway sign. Now can we see what color of writing is on that sign? That would help me figure out the country, but no, we can't. 40 ahead school times. I mean, landscape-wise. Maybe bollard-wise? It's New Zealand. That's my thought. Oh, but then what is this plate? Oh, no. If only I could see... Oh, no, okay. For sure I know that this is Australia, because in New Zealand, the speed limit signs are just circular. But in Australia, they're actually circles printed on rectangles. So, we're going to be on Australia, and we did see the blue plate there, so I'm thinking that's down here in Victoria. Yeah, and there's some mountains to our north. That would check out as well. We're a little more out here in the suburbs. Does that ever make sense? I'm going to send my pin here in Melbourne and hope for the best. Okay, yes, good call, Jasp. We were in Victoria. With a score of 4,666 points, we might still have a fighting chance here in round 5 to put up some points on the leaderboard. Well, maybe not with a round like this. PRF, oh no, that's probably country specific. And I don't know it. Well, the sun is to the north. That puts us in the southern hemisphere. Is this just Brazil? Ladder poles? Yeah, I think we're just in Brazil. And here's the confirmation I needed. The back of the road sign is black. But also, hold on. That almost looks like a Colombian cross, but we're not in Colombia. Don't even entertain that possibility. This is definitely Brazil. It's a huge country. I'm not going to find one highway that matches this exact angle. But like, what if it was right here? That'd be pretty crazy, right? What if I got the road, just the first one I zoomed in on, that's that angle? You know what? I'm fine with that. Let's send it in Bahia. Let's send it. We could get a lot of points, we could get very few points. And I'd be fine with either of those, because I'm confident with my guess. And that was pretty good for Brazil. We were actually in the town of Balsass. Okay. Anyway, my total score here for the challenge that counted was unfortunately lower than the practice at 19,866. Here's how everyone else did this week. Geo Joe was our gold medal winner with a score of 22,101 points. Hoki and Bassman took the other podium positions with 21,142 points and 20,947 points respectively. I settled in at 5th place, making today one of my stronger showings of the season. Since I ranked well relative to Potato, I was able to climb a position in the overall leaderboard. However, I did not gain enough ground on Aardvark to make any more progress up the ranks. Going into the season finale, I find myself nestled comfortably in 11th place. I hope you enjoyed today's challenges. Let me know in the comments if you ended up playing along with the practice challenge. I'd love to know how you did and which rounds you found to be the most challenging. Also, be sure to subscribe so you know when the next episode comes out. It's going to be the season finale, so you won't want to miss it. Until then, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again very soon.